I'm Jason Malillo, CCX News, and we're happy to be joined by Warren Limmer, a Republican for Senate District 34. And Warren wins re-election tonight by less than 1,000 votes. Extremely close race, Warren. Why do you think this race was so tight?
Well, there's a lot of independent expenditure expense thrown into this race. I think we broke a state record of me being a target of $1.5 million against my incumbency in this area. Now that's very, very important for the public to understand. There's outside people trying to influence our decision, and it's very troubling to me without some real serious ideas for election reform.
Why did this race, do you think, attract so much outside money and so much outside attention? It is highly unusual for a state Senate race to attract the kind of attention this race did. Why do you think that happened?
Well, it is unusual. As you might know, the Minnesota Senate majority is held by Republican majority by 2 votes. Tremendous amount of pressure on our caucus to be flipped. I don't think we're going to flip this election year, but that brings in a lot of money and a lot of desire to flip it from outside sources.
What are some of the major issues that you would like to get to work on right away? You know, you've been doing this for quite a long time, but what are kind of maybe the 1 or 2 top issues for you going into the next session?
Well, of course, COVID-19 is always a high priority. We know that the governor has kind of a lock on his unilateral power under his emergency powers that he has. I'm not sure it's working real well. We have rising pandemic in the state of Minnesota right now. I'm afraid we're going to have to address that, get a little more serious. Also, we have a very serious deficit looming for next year. $5 billion, it's projected, of budget deficit. And, you know, we've fixed that problem before without raising taxes when Republicans were in majority. I think we're going to be in majority again in the Senate, but maybe not in the House at this time. So we're going to have a little bit of a tussle over that. We really are dedicated not to raise the public's taxes in order to solve that problem, but let's consolidate. Let's look for the waste in government. Perhaps let attrition in our employment bring employment down. We're not going to fire anybody, but we want it to bring down. We're going to have to operate with a little less in order to solve this problem. It was all brought on kind of by the COVID-19. We pushed emergency funding into that this last year.
Warren, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you. Congratulations. Good luck.
I'm anxious to get back to work.
That's Warren Limmer, State Senator, District 34, wins re-election tonight by less than 1,000 votes. We'll send it back to you.